Okay, and you are back.
Thank you. Thank you, Samage. Hello, everyone. I'm going to leave that in the VOD to know why I'm rushing through this first bit again, because we already did it, and apparently my stream wasn't actually working, even though it said it was. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis of Team England's virtual Grand Tour. This is the hopefully slightly more exciting round where they're playing other international teams, specifically Scotland and Germany. Tonight we have the first German opponent. Well, actually, no, the second German opponent. We've done one game. Representing Team England, we have Pete W. He's gone back to Necro after trying out Dark Elves and Vampires. And representing Team Germany, we have their most prolific vampire coach, Amazing Gaze, with his vampires. In the background, you have Saul, and as you heard, Samage. And I'm going to tell Saul what to do a lot because he loves it.
Don't tell me what to do.
um, so I will say at the start, temper your expectations. Prolific does not mean good. Amazing Gaze has less than a 50% win rate on Fumble. I assume he's just here for practice. I don't think he's going to be in the 8-man squad. Baki, the other guy bringing vampires for this first round, is a 70% coach. If he can play vampires, they should take him all day, every day. Maybe this is, the other, same as Team England, the other 4 will be their European team, and they haven't got another vampire coach, so they're taking this guy. Like, he's not terrible, but he's also just not good. Like, not at international level anyway. So, let's see. Otherwise, normally I would say the Vamps have a slight advantage here, but no, they don't right now. This should be Pete's to win or lose. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how they set up. That's always good, right? Very sunny, giving us a lime green pitch. What vampires he brought with him? He has brought... Oh, no. Okay, well, I already hate the vampire build. It's only got 3 rerolls. Not even 3 rerolls and leader. Not only that, it seems to only have 5 vampires. He's brought 5 vampires and 3 rerolls. That is a very bad build. And he spent the money on skills because he's got 3 skilled thralls, including a kick thrall. Oh man, this is a rough build.
Why are we protecting the kick thrall over the vampire?
Because he's probably not going to blitz that vampire. That's why.
Seems like a really valid target to hit.
He's just not going to have. I mean, if he sets up properly to block the LOS, he's not going to have block to hit it. So maybe he could blitz with the flashy, but I mean, I agree. By the way, the kick vampire should be there, but that's going to be the thinking, isn't it?
Hey, by the way, he set up versus a blitz somewhat.
Somewhat, nice. Yeah. Like certainly better than we've been seeing. Like some,
yes,
because I mean,
no,
for God's sake, I press pause, it doesn't work. You have to press play. Let's go back and look at it.
Yep.
Like better than nothing. The fleshy should be on the outside, but because actually it doesn't really matter because it forces the blitz with the Juggernaut anyway, so you can't put him to protect the full outside. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. If the wrestle goal should be 1 in, and then this one should be 1 out.
Well, if you do it that way, right, then it's well, I mean, you're still hitting a stand firm here with a jugs.
Yeah, but he has to Juggernaut like into an assist, so he has to put 2 assists and he's blocking his own route,
If the goal moves right one though, you create a 2+ gate dodge into the center, right?
He could go there. He doesn't have to go directly behind him. He's protected where he is. You can't hypno on a blitz, so
right. Especially with him having guard on both corners, it's a lot more reasonable.
yeah. So he goes there, and then he comes out here, or just right behind him, one or the other. You can't hypno. Yeah. You can't hypno. So this is slightly better protection. You can't get to the middle. Like you'd have to go through him. The big thing is you can't hypno on a blitz, and people forget that. So they go, well, it doesn't matter anyway. You just hypno him and come to the middle. Like, no, it doesn't work. You literally can't hypno on a blitz. So I'm not a massive fan of this setup in the center though. How are these? Are the wolves going sideways? I think the wolves are going left. Okay, that's a little okay, isn't it? Both wolves going left. He's got 2 block wolves and not a wrestle wolf, so his only wrestle is on the ghoul. And he's got the 4 guards, so he hasn't got Mighty Blow or Tackle on the second Wraith, which you could have. It's not unusual to have 4 guard on this because especially if you have the double wolf build because you've got 2 blitzers. The problem is, no mighty blow on the team at all kind of sucks. I don't hate 3 guard and a mighty blow, if I'm honest. I feel like mighty blow every single turn pays dividends, right? Just on the averages, mighty blow every single turn as the blitz is pretty great. Where'd he kick? Okay, the pitch invasion is horrific. So first thing you do here is stabilize, right? I like bringing these over. That's okay. I do like that he's oh no. Okay, so you don't carry on blitz in the same direction you were going to blitz in the first place. Like okay, never mind. Okay, the ball's over there and you've pulled your wolf in the opposite direction. But at least he has like stabilized somewhat by putting the sidesteppers who can get hypno-gazed in the way. There we go. He's ended up with some columns. I like this. This is nice. Better than we usually see from these guys. I mean, obviously it's vampires. They can just walk through it if they want to, but it takes players to do that, and those players get punched back next turn.
Either which way, though,
Oh, your mic is disappearing every now and again.
Oh, hold on. I am laid back a bit. Let me also just do that standard thing where I like give it a 3 tap. You know what I'm talking about? The 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So I think if I'm the vampires here, I don't actually try and attack the ball here. I don't give up hits back this turn. I think I wait. I think I just blitz this lone wildebeest of a werewolf, probably with the Juggernaut blitzer to push him out further to the side and force him to dodge next turn because he can't stand up. That's probably my play, but you could just safely blitz him with the wrestle thrall. That also works, and just push him back this way. That's not how you spell wildebeest, but yeah, lone wildebeest. I say that all the time, Rogue. Did you? Also, you can come on and just ask if you want. Have you never heard me say that before?
The lone wildebeest thing?
Yeah, I say it all the time.
It's a common...
Are you asking so I explain it to the people, or are you just asking because you want me explained? Are you trying to be helpful to the VOD, or do you want to know?
Oh yeah, I just don't think I ever call them a wildebeest.
Yeah, so like in the videos you watch of safaris and lions hunting herds, they wait because like an actual herd of wildebeest together, if they go in, they can get trampled or headbutted or whatever. So they wait until one is like off to the side by itself, a lone wildebeest, and then they attack that one. So it's the same thing here, right? Against teams, you tend to want like the buddy system in place. Against anyone with frenzy, you want the buddy system in place. But also, like when your players have like bench and stuff, he could foul. He could think about fouling. I wouldn't if I was him, but he could, and you don't know that. So I would just, and it also allows you to isolate him. If you blitz him on the outside and push him to the left with frenzy, he's going to be in this square or this square. He can't stand up. He has to dodge or stay on the floor, and he hasn't got dodge. So that's a possibility of removing himself. So I like that. If you have a lone wildebeest and it doesn't cost you anything, push him off to the side.
Fair enough.
Why you shouldn't put dodge on thralls because it's a secondary skill. It's like and you don't want to waste SPP on secondary skills. I hate this vampire team. I don't mind a 5 vampire build, but the 5 vampire build is to give you the extra reroll. So you can end up with four rerolls and a leader. And then you use the fact that you've only got 5 vampires to blodge up a runner or blodge up the other thrower or put block and frenzy or block and strip or whatever on the, you use it for the stack. You don't skill up thralls. Like, I don't like this build at all. But I think going in here with a load of hypnos and trying to break through is kind of bait, right? It's possible, like you can just hypno from above and then hypno from this angle, and then everyone runs through the middle to here. But you're not that fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can get to there. He can come around there and be in a cage on this side, and everyone you just hypnoed is going to get punched. So, and obviously then you're rolling a lot of dice with your shitty 3 reroll build. That's 5 bloodlusts and hypnos. Like, you're bound to roll some ones. So I think you just wait. Wait until the ball is in reach. Alright, he's doing the safe blitz with the wrestler. Oh, okay. That is not the right angle. I mean, if that's a push, he just pushes him onto this guy and he doesn't have any follow-up blocks or anything. That's a very strange thing to have done. Is he kind of foul him? No, he can't.
Yeah, I was
surely.
gonna say maybe we're seeing a foul.
Oh, he's going to dodge foul. Wow. Just casually removed him with it as well. What do I know, right? Dodge in and foul in with only 2 bench and 3 rerolls. Works out. Job done.
I mean, yeah, it's only 2 bench, but still, I think there's a good trade-off in that exchange. I'm not sure I go for the dodge for it or whatever, but
I mean,
think,
if he was going to do it, he could have hypnoed the wolf with strength 4 instead of another guy next to him and stuff. So, but
right, that's what I mean. Like, you can cover it better. You can make this a better foul too. Like, it really wouldn't be hard to add some more.
Yeah,
If
you
you're gonna
could
go
you
in-
could have just stood the kick guy there and not dodged and just fouled from the square he was in.
But I actually don't hate the foul. I mean, I know the team's prone to losing numbers, but also
So I don't
This is
hate the foul as much as I would, but for a reason that there's no way the vampire guy is thinking. This vampire guy is so much worse than Pete
that he needs to
that he
experience.
should be going for this kind of variant shit. Yeah, but I don't think that's why he's doing it. I think he's doing it because he's so much worse that he doesn't know. Like, it's weird how he works out that way, isn't it? He's accidentally doing the right play, but for the wrong reason. So yeah, wolf down straight away. Pretty disastrous, really. And what is this? Again, he's going to leave himself based to take a block on a thrall.
That's really important to just let eat shit.
He just lost the other one.
Also,
Oh, he's
breaks his
just
own,
going all in.
Okay, let's see here. I go there. I mean, you just hypno guard, right? Like, it's not hard.
You
to
could
actually-
just blitz him from the outside with a strength 4.
Sure. I like hypnoing. The only reason I like hypnoing guard is that you then get that nice corner chain push to like free up your wrestler.
Yeah,
Which is pretty cute.
that was pretty shit. That one right there. That was a bad blitz, wasn't it? And he's now failed that hypno. He's going to start being in trouble here. He should have followed off the free blocks. Okay, that does give him 2 dice on the wolf.
And knocks the wolf down.
So I thought he was going to foul him then, just insta foul. It'd have been hilarious. Wow, the kick thrall could have moved, mate. No, I'm fine with you not activating more vampires, but this kick thrall just standing there. You don't
I
think
don't know what it's supposed to be covering.
you don't
Yeah.
think he could have done something?
But I will say, for all the shape that he got out of it, not bad. There's like some real pressure going on right now already.
Yeah. I mean, and he could have got something with the pows, right? He didn't get a stun or anything. Could have done. I would absolutely have moved the Juggernaut Frenzy Vampire over, and even if he bloodlusted, not rerolled it and just left him there, he's safe, right? He's not getting hit. And I want him to be able to threaten the surf. He's in the center. You know where all these players are. You should have moved to the left. No point in bringing fucking Juggernaut Frenzy if you're not going to use it. Oh, and that is the Apo gone.
I'll do it. Did the apple work?
It was badly hurt, so yeah.
Okay.
So he could surf that vampire now, but he can't because he left his frenzy in the middle. No forward
Well, he
thinking.
like, he definitely blitzed with the rule, so no.
Okay.
Oh, the vampire could surf. Yes.
Yeah, the vampire could surf the zombie. They could technically hit one dice the ball with this guy right now. Not even that
I mean,
hard.
on the record, he definitely still could surf the zombie. It's not exactly tough.
He could, yeah, but I'm eyeballing like
Like the 1D, you're looking at the 4-3 if they can get
no,
something to
no,
hypno
I'm
around.
yeah, I'm looking at Hypno in coming
Yeah,
through
yeah,
and just
yeah.
Hypno
So,
in.
sorry, I'm working through the logic backwards. Dodges, then how do we make the dodges easier? Vampire
This
would
guy
dodge up
3
there.
plus Hypno is him, or just one dice. I guess you have to put a thing in. No, you can't put a
That's
thing in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dodgy,
The
the
dodge
runner.
one just comes through and like Hypno's
If
here.
that doesn't open up, the dodge runner can go on the outside as well, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
Dodge runner can get there with minimal dice, not none, but minimal.
Yep.
And then 3,
Hypno
1D,
here.
55,
You
55%
could even like risk the if you Hypno here, you could even risk the 2 plus dodge through to come and Hypno the wolf and no dodge to even one dice the ball.
all in all, a lot of ways to do it in there.
Yeah. That ball is definitely within reach. I think the problem is people think you got to keep the ball out the range of the vampires, but that's not necessarily true when the ball is not even on block. Like he'll take a double down, that's a 5 plus.
The bull's just as rare as well, and more valuable to boot. Okay.
Failed another Hypno.
Why did it say
And a
Kona
bloodless
starts
casual snake.
Why did it say Kona starts a blitz action?
There. Because
Kona,
he is he's blitzing the ghoul.
Oh. It's depressing. Okay.
It's not great, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even hard to just hit that ghoul normally. Surely there's got to be a better target blitz than that fucking ghoul.
And he went straight down as well. And dodged away to go and bite someone. And failed the rush. Jesus, okay. That was all kinds of terrible, wasn't it? That's just awful. No plan for what happens if you bloodless there. Apparently it's just eat any further failure and just now eat a bunch of blocks and get surfed. If this zombie can power this thrall, he could surf this vampire or this thrall. Oh, that's not great, he says. No, that one, yeah. Block that one so you know what's going on. Wrong direction, okay. Block that one. Yep. Block that one. Follow. No, he didn't get a POW. And his second wolf is off, so. Didn't need to go there. Too far down. Oh. And now he's 2 vampires down. He's only got 3 vampires on the pitch. So, yeah, that's a pretty easy score at this point. Another bloodlust. Wait, why did he just do a move action? He was going to Hypno him. And then he just didn't bother. And just bit him. Why the fuck wouldn't you Hypno him anyway, if that was the plan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could just gone to the same square, finished the Hypno, and like bit him anyway.
I had some guy in my league convinced that you cannot hypno gaze if you bloodlust, and I'm like, I'm positive that's not a rule.
It's absolute
It's like,
nonsense, yeah.
It must end at the end of the a block or a movement action. I'm like, yeah, it does. You do that. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. I mean, I'm gonna say this a lot, I'm guessing. I just don't. Problem is, I just don't think he's very good. So, like, these things he's doing are because he's bad, not because of something I'm not getting.
He's running low on players here too, so I mean, this is just
this is awful. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even blame him to just not bother you and just run away. That was into a 1 dice, and oh god. To be fair, he's rolled 4 snakes in the last 3 turns.
I wasn't into a 1 dice. Sorry.
Oh,
I mean-
sorry, it was there was this guy. I was wondering why he was sidestepping backwards because I thought
It's not a no.
no, it's fine. It was a 2.
I mean, I don't like blitzing the foul appearance guy with my vampire on the ground, but I do think that it's worth noting that it wasn't foul appearance. That's all.
Dodged and killed himself.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're down 3 players already. This is going good. Marvelous.
Yes, and one of them's permanent is the wrestler.
Yep, exactly what you can see is the vampire.
6 players, 7 players for your next turn. Pretty awful. Honestly, I genuinely would just give up. If you asked me to take over this drive right now, I would give up and keep my rerolls for the 1 turn. Because you can 1 turn again, even against Necro because of the Hypno.
Too, like in his reserves, there's no reason he 1 turn. Yeah, just deactivate the 1 skill and then just fucking push them.
He's got Juggernaut Frenzy for 2 pushes, and then he just uses Hypno for the other one.
Skill. Yeah. You deactivate correct. You deactivate the skill. So that checks out. I'm not even dead.
I don't like these dodges. They're not doing anything, are they? Other than killing his own thrall.
Getting 2 dice next turn, also not doing anything. I mean, he should 1D there, right? Is the logical answer. Like, take the 2 plus instead of the 3 to maybe also.
I think he was on the ground.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think he just stood him up to dodge him 1 square.
Oh, okay. So if he's on the ground, stay laying down. If he's standing, block, and then dodge if he's blockless or something.
Yeah.
Like it's.
You're not stopping the score here, right? So there's nowhere he can be that's worth the risk. Amazing. Oh, okay.
Big here, big plans.
Oh god.
Let go. Job done, Magnet.
Okay, at least he knocked something down. Oh, okay. I mean, that's the end of the drive.
Up here, no, too.
Yeah, you are sounding like you're talking from a toilet again.
Bitch, man. I might bail out just because of the mic issues being so repeated. We got halfway through though. We did good, buddy. We
Yeah,
tried.
It's not going to be a great game anyway, is it, based on this?
It's okay. I mean, I appreciate the invite in, and you know, there were some things I liked from this too, so it wasn't like a total waste of my time or anything.
He
It was,
set up against the
it's not bad.
Blitz, which is a fucking amazing bonus.
I was happy to see that, and you know, I'm feeling more positive about these games from at least the England coaches. The last couple I've seen, they did pretty decently. I was not mad. Anyhow, I'm off, man.
All right.
Best of luck to you.
See you later, man. Yep, just run away. Alright, let's see if he can 1 turn. He's trying to 3 dice him. That's not happening, is it? And it's still a 2 dice. Yeah. Can't 3 dice that. So you could 3 dice the one he just did. Like, obviously. He didn't get anything for the risk. I'd probably surf him too. Depends. If the game was for money, I don't bother. Like, yeah, you're so much better, obviously, than the opponent. That's okay. This is nice. You know what's nice here? Normally, you would say this is the wrong square, right? Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. He's made it easy by putting the zombies. Okay, so I don't like that. So here's the thing. You still put the sidesteppers or whatever there because you want him to waste vampires having to hypno. If you just make it super easy to do this, yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like it. If you make it super easy to do this, he can just come down and hypno his way through. Like, he's just giving him that one turn that, like, so he's standing further back to make it so that he has to do, extra rushes to get down there and hypno, like the second vampire who isn't scoring. But that doesn't help if he has the vampires. I think these 2 vampires are in the wrong squares as well. I think they should be here and here. And these are a bit shit, aren't they? Wait. He snaked the pickup! We didn't even get to see the fucking the attempt at a one turn. He just snaked the pickup. Oh my god. I was like, wait, what happened? Wow. What a shame that we don't get to see that, because I'm pretty certain that was too easy of a one turn. I don't think that's the answer that Pete thinks it is. I think you want to force the hypno to be necessary.
I suppose with the dominating first half, he preferred to just try and run that back and not just get his best players hit and fouled.
It's worse though. Like you can one turn regardless. The guy's gonna try and one turn no matter who you put on the LOS because he's vampires. Like if stand firm doesn't hold up to Juggernaut and you can hypno it for the extra push, sidestep you just hypno and use them as a normal player. But to hypno something is a 2+2+, and uses one of the vampires, so you have to do it. You have to force him to use one of them. Otherwise, it's just so easy to one turn. To do the special vampire one turn where you push both runners up and they just hypno through the back line. So he set up one line back, I'm assuming on purpose for that reason, to force extra 2s, which was a nice thought. But they should have been zombies, and he should have had 2 sidesteps and a stand firm on the LOS. The guards help. He has to hypno things. Like everything helps. So yeah, I really didn't like that at all. And then we don't even get to see like Amazing Gears work his way around it because he just immediately snaked the pickup. So interestingly now, let's see what he does. I'm gonna guess that he's gonna go for the win and try and 2-turn. The problem is, this build is so shit. 5 vampires and 3 rerolls, like the worst of both worlds. It's so hard to turn someone over with so little rerolls and missing a vampire. Like, I could understand it if it was 3 rerolls because you had 6 vampires all skilled up. I could understand it if it was if it was 5 vampires if you had an extra reroll and you had blodge on someone or something. But he's literally got the worst of both worlds in this build. Team Germany need to have a word. Oh, he's gone Cups. Peter's gone Cups. What an odd choice. I don't hate it. It's fine. It's a setup.
Yes, it kind of helps set you up to deal with the 2-turn, while if you want to get the outside frenzied jugs, he needs an assist, extra assist.
He hasn't set up for a 2-turn. I mean, if he has, it's bad. I mean, I hope he has a setup for 2-turn because he just give the ball to this guy instead of to the person who's scoring. So that would be bad if he's 2-turning.
Yeah, I don't think he's 2-turning.
Oh, he might be.
It's a nightmare of a 2-turn attempt.
And bit as well. Like, I mean, he could have moved the thrall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He could only be based. I don't like this. He's put someone in scoring range, whereas he could have had that person with the ball and been screened and stuff if he wanted to. But, you know, Pete's probably okay with the 2-turn. It's one of those things, like vampires want a 2-turn. You're fine with it. Like, obviously it'd be better if they snake something, but or burned all their rerolls or whatever, but you can usually fine with it, right? It's something that appeals to both coaches. Oh. Pete used a reroll for that attempt at a 1-dice surf. That is terrible on two reroll build. Oh god, press pause. I mean, I get the greed of it. It's a surf on a vampire while they're trying to score, but to use a reroll on it when you still have to do 2 1Ds. Oof. I mean, it stops the 2-turn, but it doesn't do anything to stop a 3-turn, right? Like, he just comes and hypnos him, frees up all these players, and they just walk down here. This guy gets battered. This guy brings the ball up. It doesn't do anything to stop a 3-turn. It doesn't stop the score or anything. It's just not worth the reroll there, and it didn't even work, which is worse.
Yeah, especially considering with the 1-turn setup, he was just playing conservative, just playing like he's the better player, and then to go for that immediately.
So now he's down to 1 reroll. Okay, again, this is an anti-blitz setup. There's some thought been put into it. I am liking that he's, like, you know, changed his view on this and is doing a better version of whatever they were doing before. Like, this little flat wall is completely fine. It could be chevrons or whatever, and on the LOS, a little bit stronger. I think he doesn't have to fear being based, right, with flesh columns because they're strength 4. And again, maybe he doesn't know that you can't hypno on a blitz, and so he's worried about, like, you know, hypno in the front and frenzy in the back if you go columns there. But you can't. Like, if you don't know that, Pete, you should know that.
Is that 3 straight 1-9s?
It was.
Or it could have been both down push, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I've lost what it was. It was definitely 2. And there we see the thing that Saul brought up earlier, right? Because he knocked all 3 down, he just went in and hit the vampire, whereas the thrall could have been there. You don't want to lose a vampire to a random block for no reason. The thrall could have been there to eat that block. Protecting the kick thrall like it matters. He's done his job. Like, as soon as he kicks off this drive, he's a thrall. He's a skillless thrall, right? There's not going to be another kick. He's literally just a skillless thrall. So this turn here, I do go all in as the vampires. I activate everyone. I hypno things. First I hypno this, obviously, because he can only go 3 squares. So I would probably just go here and try to hypno him on a 3+. And that allows these to go around this way. and one of them should hypno this dodge one should hypno the wrestle ghoul so that there's no handoff plays, and then the other two vampires should come through this way, probably blitz this. So probably try and 3+ hypno the wraith.
Why not just go to the outside and hypno?
Oh no, hypno this zombie you can to blitz the wolf. I do stuff here. I want people hypnoed. I want people based, because I think that's the best way to threaten the ball the turn after, is to do stuff. Standing around doing nothing here will allow him to stabilize exactly how he wants, and you just want him to not be able to do that. It's risky because a bunch of people get hit back, whoever does the hypnoing or whatever, but I think you have to do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could go there. You're right. Could go there. Go around the back. Hypno him. That frees up this thrall and these two to go that way. One of them, this dodge one, should hypno the ghoul. That leaves the 2 wolves as the only handoff threat. And so I would blitz one of them by hypnoing him. Blitz the other one. It is 2 into 1 is the problem. I think you can get rid of that by moving this vampire around. But if you do that, who's hypnoing him? Maybe it has to be this one to stay at the back. Hypnos him from there. This one comes all the way around to there, so you're an assist on the blitz. And comes through, so you got one of your runners down here. You got one of your throwers down here, and then your juggernaut comes through the middle. Possibly bases this wolf. If you get the powers. Then he's a stand to base him. And we still got the kick thrall to go somewhere.
It's a bold plan and I like it.
I would base this
Just-
this guy with the kick thrall then to keep him in place.
Bloodlust anywhere in there just screws so much up though.
Sure, early bloodlust fucks you, right? But later bloodlust, you can live. You can probably bite this guy with a couple of them, or this guy, like that. She can bite him on a bloodlust. The juggernaut guy can bite him on a bloodlust. So you got 2 there for bloodlusts for these 2, and really got only 1 for the other 3. You don't really want to bite the block thrall, so maybe an early bloodlust first of the first 2. I just give up that plan. But if those work, I'd carry on through, and I'd re-roll if I had to. Something, just 1 re-roll. You have to do something this turn. I mean, okay, good start. Fails the hypno, and that's the issue, right? As soon as this fucks up,
Yeah.
like I would just come up with a different plan. Like, it's too early for a fail. To then keep trying after that. It's too early for a fail. You just got to eat it at this point. So I like this. This is still a nice bit of pressure. I don't like that. I get why he's done it, but the problem is that, like, I would want to hypno him because you can clear this. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you still have options of vamps here, because basically you just don't want them to get like a double screen that you have to use all your vamps to try and break through.
Another snake. Bloodlusted into a foul appearance, which means he re-rolled a foul appearance. You could have just bit this guy. And failed the hypno. And killed your own thrall. This is absolutely horrendous turn. That is 4 1s out of 5 2+s so far. Or 6 2+s.
I wish any time I played vamps they'd have a turn like this.
And failed that hypno as well. 5 1s out of 8 dice. Wow. What an awful turn. And another thrall removal immediately back. It's a shame because he had kind of the right idea there. He knew he had to go in, and he did try, and then the dice just shit on him. So after the snake to one turn, this is just, again, Team England are going to end up winning by dice, which you shouldn't have to do against someone worse than you this much.
I mean, to be fair, like the Necro aren't blundering and just getting away with it.
No. But he's not being asked any tough questions, is he? Everything's just pretty easy for him. Okay, failed a 1 in 9 dodge, but he didn't kill himself, so I guess it doesn't matter. Is this doable as a... No, it's not. This guy's too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could 2 dice the ball here, but not with block. That's the big issue. The stun here meant he didn't have to protect the top of the ball, which would have caused him some problems if he did have to. Everything's just going his way every turn. I think maybe you just have to go for this.
Yeah, if you like, it's not well defended versus Vamps. Like there are options for the Vamps to do stuff, so might as well with the Necro starting to gain control.
Let's get the 3+. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Or could Hypno on a 3+ him from there and be an assist after the Hypno works, and then you could blitz with block. That's might be a better option. Actually, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hypno. This guy could Hypno him, and then you could just 2 dice with block. I think you're probably just going to see him blitz the ball with the Juggernaut. Oh, he's doing a 1 into 2. Sacked, but broke his own armor as well as the ghoul. Again, just that bit of luck, right? If he hadn't broken his own armor and he did break the armor of the ghoul, this would be slightly better because he'd have him next turn to do something. But he's missing that vampire next turn now. I mean, this is not free, right? This werewolf has to pick up the ball here. Has to. Like the other ghoul is too far away. This one just took a block. So this is a 1 in 9, 1 in 9. If either of them goes wrong, he could lose this game.
Yeah, those sideline pickups are always a disaster waiting to happen.
I mean, he just drop it next to him, he still loses the game. If he just has to pick it up, or he just loses. Okay, that 1 in 9's fine. And he picks up immediately. The snake was on the armor. And another removal. Is that the right? Oh, he's got the flesh golem. I didn't see the flesh golem was just completely fine to move. And a fucking 1 dice power with a blockless flashy. I mean, it's just, you know, what can you do? Yeah, like the Necro are not failing anything. The vampires are getting awful dice. I don't know why he's hypnoing that. I think you have to hypno this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hypno the zombie. This one can come and hypno that wraith from this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hypno. And that gives you him free to come and be an assist, maybe. And then this one dodges and goes there and hypnos the flashy. And then this one 2 dices the ball. I don't see anything particularly better than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this one could 2-dice the ball for 2/2s on with block as well. So that one, I mean, block doesn't matter because he has block, but it, you know, saves you having to re-roll a 1 in 9. But he's for some reason hypnoing this. Oh god, he's doing a 1 in 9 dodge to hypno this one. I don't know what that's for.
Ooh.
And he's snaked again. Jesus.
Ew.
It's the snake that's the problem. It's not the foul appearance. He bloodlusted and foul appearance, so he has to re-roll, or it's the end of his turn. Like, it's awful. That's the second time he snaked that. In the wrong chats, like
That's why the Necro aren't like the Necro Vamp matchup is. It's very ambivalent in nature because you can hypno the stand firm, which the stand firm ones are the ones that give everyone problems. But then the wraiths with that foul appearance is just you never want to hypno or blitz them or anything just because of that.
another failed hypno. The Vamps have failed everything. Why have you done that? Like, what you want to do with him is move away from him. Closer to the action for next turn. Oh my, no, don't re-roll it. Oh god, re-rolling for a 5+. With your last re-roll halfway through a drive. That's where, like, being bad comes into play, right? That is an incredibly terrible thing to do. Just really bad. You haven't even got any recovery. Like, everyone's been used. This was an absolutely worst reroll.
Yeah, you definitely take a push there. Because he's 9 squares away. I mean, obviously you'd like to tag him, but if you go the other way, he's 10 squares, so it's at least 2 Giffies.
Yeah, and I mean, if he does that, it's probably a draw. Especially if you've got the reroll to keep it. So, he does play fumble, Sliker. He doesn't stream fumble. Ooh, there goes the Necro's last reroll. But there goes the Vampire for the turn and the drive, probably. And look, this Vampire is just completely out of it because he just stood there last turn. And a skull.
Reroll would have been nice there.
Really would have been nice there, yeah. And it kind of just says what I said at the start, right? Necro are the favorites in this matchup. Like, because Necro are just so strong. Sorry, Vamps are the favorite in this matchup because Vamps are just so strong. But I had to make the Necro the favorite because the Vamps were going to make the mistakes that he made. Like, those are all the mistakes that, like, you shouldn't make. That's the end. There's no throws. So that's the end of the game. He rolls a 1 in 81 as well. What an absolutely awful game of dice. Not only did he have to be bad, he had to have bad dice too to make this like a game for the Necro to win. Could maybe have just been bad. Or maybe have just had bad dice. But you can't be both, right? You can't fight both. But improvements from Team England. The setups were better. And there we go. Team England get their win over Team Germany. I think that puts them 1-1-0 now against Germany. Both vampires for Germany's gone. But this was, always likely to be a win for Team England. It's the lowest win rate coach on the Team Germany team, so very likely to have lost that. But it didn't have to be that way. Maybe if he hadn't had such awful dice, he could possibly have pulled a draw out. Shame. And also we didn't get to see the one turn because of the snake. So another shame.
Yeah, and that second half could have been interesting if the vampires didn't get all that bad dice, because the ball wasn't as well protected as the first half.
No. Yeah, so I mean, maybe he could have one turned, right? Maybe he did know how to do the one turn, and just ate a snake first action. He rolled way too many snakes in that game, like so many key snakes as well, like really bad ones. I mean, like Bloodlust in and then Foul Appearance in. Like that snake is the worst snake in this matchup, and he ate 2 of them in 3 turns. Obviously, snake in the pickup is one of the worst things that can happen to you when you can one turn. Like, it was pretty awful, the key snakes. So it's a shame we didn't get to see, normal dice and see what that looks like when there's a bad player on a good team. Not a terrible player, just not a good player, Anyway, thank you, Rogue. I will see everyone next time.
Hasta la vista.